Have you ever been getting ready for work and you just have no idea what to wear? Well, I've definitely been there, and today I have a great video for my business casual to business professional girls. Today I am sharing a capsule workwear wardrobe that is full of so many classic workwear staples. And what I love about these items is they're not only for work, but you can also transition them to your everyday wardrobe. I have a total of 21 items to share. These include tops, bottoms, shoes, and your workwear bags. So the way that I'm going to structure this video is I'm going to talk about the pieces individually. I'm also going to pop on the screen the item just so that you can see it a little bit better. And at the end, I'm going to share all the different ways that you can style the pieces. So let's go ahead and get into the video. For item number 1, we have a striped top. Now the top does not necessarily need to be a shell like this one, and it doesn't necessarily need to be black and white. Most of my color themes are very neutral colors just because everything is going to go so well together if you pick neutral colors. But if you don't like black and white, I would also suggest maybe a navy and white striped top. And this can also be a short sleeve, a long sleeve, or a shell just like I have. For item number 2, I just have a solid color shell sweater. What I love about these is it's so easy to layer blazers, cardigans over top. They're just a really nice basic, and if you can wear sleeveless shirts to work, you could wear this on its own. I also in the summertime will pair these with shorts, and I'll wear them for everyday wear. And if you didn't want a black one, I would just once again stick to neutral colors, so maybe something in like ivory, navy, gray, so lots of different options to choose from, but whatever your color palette is, probably stick with neutrals. And then as you build like your capsule wardrobe, that's when you can start to incorporate some colors once you narrow down on these basics. For item number 3, I just have this ivory sleeveless, it's kind of like a crepey material tank. Now once again, this is great to layer with blazers, cardigans. It's just a really nice basic piece, but if you don't like the ivory color, you can also choose black or any of the other neutral colors. I like this one because of the crepey material. It's just a very elevated top, so it definitely works for that business casual, business professional setting that just makes you look really chic, really sophisticated, and I got it at a great deal when I got it from J.Crew. For item number 4, I decided to also keep with the ivory color, and this time I just chose a long sleeve blouse. But I liked this because it's like a little twist on a classic where we have this really pretty eyelet detail in the front. It just adds a little bit of interest to the blouse. So it's a great piece that you can wear on its own with pants or a skirt, layer with a blazer or a cardigan, but also you could wear a sweater over top and just have the eyelet peeking out, and it will give a sweater just a little bit more interest. And then for this one, I chose ivory, but you could also choose any of the other neutral colors. So once again, I know I keep repeating neutrals, but that is going to be the key foundation to your classic workwear wardrobe is picking all neutrals. For item 5 and 6, I actually have 2 colored top options. So I've got white and I've got a classic blue and white striped top. When I am telling you, I get a ton of wear out of my colored tops. I am not even kidding. They're such a classic. I mean, like I said, a lot of these items are transitioning for work, for every day. You can pair sweaters over top of them, just like the little eyelet top from before. You can wear them obviously on their own, pair them with cardigans, blazers. So this is how you're gonna get the most use out of your workwear wardrobe, is if you can wear them with a lot of different items. For item number 7, I chose a cashmere sweater. Now I do own a couple different colors of a cashmere sweater, but I specifically chose this one just because once again, it's going with our whole color palette. And what I love about a cashmere sweater is it's really something that you can wear year round because the way that the fabric is, like especially if you work, I like work in a hospital, so it's always really cold. I definitely need layers there. And with cashmere, you don't tend to overheat with them, just like the way that they're made. They're just like that perfect like material. They keep you warm without overheating. I don't really know how it works. I'm not a scientist, I'm a social worker, but anyway, they're just so nice. They're so soft. You can wear them with like the collar tops like we had before. You can pair them like over top of like the collar top or like another top. Just so many ways to wear them. So I think just having like a nice sweater in your workwear wardrobe will go a long way. And for our 8th and 9th piece, I picked 2 different types of cardigans. So we have a short cardigan and we have a longer cardigan. So cardigans are great for my business casual girlies, smart casual girls, because they're a little bit more of a casual piece, but like when you're wearing a little bit more of dressier items, it helps to kind of bring them down a little bit, but I love them also for everyday wear. And I picked these kind of 2 different length options just to add a little bit of like versatility in our workwear wardrobe. And this like long sweater blazer, I actually own it in several different colors. So I've got it in tan, black, and gray. Yeah, I think that's it there, but I love them. I love that they have these really big pockets because at work I have to carry a work phone and my cell phone. So I love that feature. They're just a really nice piece, great for travel too. And then this cardigan I feel like is also a little bit more of an elevated cardigan. With its like gold button details, just like the trim on it is really nice. I did get it from J. Crew Factory last year, so I don't think it's available, so I'll try to link a similar option. For item number 10, I chose a lady jacket. I absolutely love lady jackets. Like I own probably one, way too many, but the specific reason I chose this one is because of just the coloring. It's got brown, it's got black, and it's got white in it. So it's going to go a long way as far as like adding to sticking with this whole color palette, right? It's gonna go with everything. I love the gold button details. I actually just got it in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, which is still going on. I did size up one in it for I have a larger bust. I do find that it runs a little bit snug in the bust. But this is an absolutely beautiful jacket. And just because of all of this coloring, it's gonna go with so many different bottoms, tops, you name it. It's just like that really nice piece that's gonna just carry you a long way in your workwear wardrobe. And for items 11 and 12, I chose two different blazers. So we've got a tan and a black blazer. I love blazers. I do work in a more business casual setting, and I know blazers tend to be a little bit more business professional, but I think there's just so many different ways you can style them. And honestly, I also wear them with like jeans out, so I kind of like dress them down for a little bit more of a smart casual look. I got both of these from J. Crew probably like the last 1 to 2 years, so I'll have to link similar options. They are a little bit more of a heavier material. They're kind of almost more like a coat, but I do love they're a little bit more of like an oversized fit, and I love like the long length on them. Yeah, I've just gotten so much wear out of them, and you can pair them with so many different items that we've already obviously featured and that you'll be seeing at the end, but blazers are an absolute must if you work in a business casual to professional setting. And for item 13, we have a black slip dress. Now I was torn about picking a skirt, just like one of the like slip skirts versus the slip dress. Now, why I chose the slip dress is because I think this is just such a nice piece that you could like wear to work, and then you could also just change out your shoes, kind of dress it up a little bit, and you can wear it out to work after a long day. So that perfect like work to weekend kind of look. And then also, I think it's just like such an easy piece too to throw on like a sweater over top. You can pair the blazers that I just like shared, the lady jacket. So yeah, it's just like one of those like items that it has so many like purposes for it. And yeah, it's just like if you don't have one in your wardrobe, like you need one regardless of like if you have to go into the office. This is just like a classic all around piece to have. Next up, we have our workwear pants, and I specifically chose these three colors, black, tan, and navy, because in my opinion, I think these are going to be the three colors that you're going to wear the most. And like once you have these key colors, that's when you can start doing the fun purples and pinks and greens, those really like fun things that kind of brighten up these neutral colors. But once again, sticking with the classics, these colors will be probably the ones that you'll grab the most. Now, the only ones that are still available of these three are these black pants. They did change out the button though. I think the ones they sell now don't have this gold button detail, but I love the crepey fabric. They're so comfortable. They're very like wrinkle resistant. And yeah, I just feel like I'm wearing like a very comfortable pant to work. I've worn them for travel. So yeah, you can definitely carry them outside of your wardrobe, wear them out to dinner with like a dressy top and like a nice pair of heels. So that's the great thing about these pants is you can also wear them outside of work too. Okay, now I'm going to move on to our work bag. So there's two key ones that I would definitely have. The first would be a black tote bag. I've had this black tote bag for quite a while. I don't even know if this one is still available, but what I do love about it is like I don't carry a laptop to work, but it does have a slot for if I did to have it in there. I don't always wear my shoes into work too, because depending on like what the weather's like, I might wear a pair of boots in or just like a pair of sandals. So this bag is big enough to fit like my workwear shoes in there. Very sturdy, just a very classic design. So a black tote bag is definitely one to have in your wardrobe. And the next one would be a neutral bag. So I really do want a tan tote bag. I like have owned them, but the ones that I have, I don't really love. So there is one I'm eyeing by Quince, I don't know how to say it, but there is one I'm eyeing from there. So I'll probably link that one just so that you can see what I'm talking about. I've had this Coach bag for years. And if you watch the show, Ginny and Georgia, this is the bag that Georgia steals in that like store in the like very first episode. So anyway, it's just so funny that I own this bag. I got it actually from Nordstrom. It was like on a major sale, but it's such a gorgeous bag. I've gotten so much wear out of it. So anyway, having that like nice neutral bag in your wardrobe will go a long way for work, for every day. Once again, these are just all our classic pieces we're talking about. Moving on to our last three items, which are our shoes. For our first pair, we're going to talk about these ballet flats. So I just got these during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. They are a little bit of an investment piece, but they're very comfortable, so chic. I also want to get them in black too, but I'm going to go a little closer so you can see these pretty rhinestone details. They are a little bit more of a rounded, kind of like squared toe. They do look a little funny where they're kind of like scrunched like this, but I swear they like conform to your foot. If you do have a little bit more of a wider foot, I don't know if I'd recommend them. I did see the reviews. This doesn't give a lot of stretch on the strap, so it could be really tight on your foot just depending on how it's shaped, but I would say that they fit true to size. And the reason I would pick a ballet flat is because if you walk a lot for work, you're gonna need something that's super comfortable. I wear ballet flats probably like 90% of the time at work since I work in a hospital and I have to like walk a lot. So anyway, having a good like flats in your wardrobe is going to be a key staple. And then the next flat recommendation I actually have are these classic loafers. I also own them in white in a classic nude color. I probably wear the classic nude colors actually a little bit more, but doing all these stylings, I actually found so many different ways to wear my black loafers. So I'm gonna have to start wearing them a lot more. These are by Sam Edelman. I would recommend sizing down a half size to maybe even a full size because they run a little bit big. The black one's super comfortable on the first wear. My white ones though fit a little bit weird. I did the same sizing. They fit a little bit tight initially, but they have stretched out to the point where they're now very comfortable. But I love these, just classic loafer. You can't go wrong with a classic, and especially a loafer. You'll have them in your workwear wardrobe for years to come. And then for our final item, we have these classic little like block heel slingbacks, which are also by Sam Edelman. I love the gold design, just like on that black loafer. This tan color is just such a like nice neutral, has this blocked heel that's gonna add a little bit more stability. I got some kitten heels in the Nordstrom anniversary sale last year that I love them. However, just wearing them a lot, the little like metal part has come off. So, or not the metal part, it's like the little like rubberized part. So now it's like I'm walking on metal. So it's just really, that's like not safe. So anyway, I like that these are a little bit more sturdy. The heel height is probably like 2.5 to 3 inches. And then I do like that these straps are adjustable because for me, I just find that shoes, like when they don't have an adjustable strap, they stretch out a little bit too much, they fall off my foot. So I definitely need one with an adjustable strap. And then this tan color is so nice, but they also do come in black and a few other colors.
Leave me, baby, don't wanna fall again. This just hurt me. Just think about it, but you hold me like you don't wanna break. I need some space. Just think about it. Maybe separate is better. I will love it too forever.
Extensive workwear wardrobe, so it was pretty hard narrowing down these classics, but I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if there's any other classic staples that you wear to work, you'll have to let me know in the comments below. I would love if you would subscribe to my channel and also give this video a like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and the free Shop Like to Know It app at Taryn Brittany. Well, I thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!